And we are back again on another fantastic, smashing Tuesday night. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I had started a live earlier, but didn't know I even started it. I set my phone down and the live just began itself, capturing the background without me being in it. But it's okay. How are you all doing today? Today was a great day here in Chicago. We had like a 68-degree weather day. Yeah, and it was phenomenal. If you didn't go outside and hang out on the lakefront, on Columbus Drive, on Michigan Avenue, on State Street, on, Clark Street, Dearborn, LaSalle, that means you missed a marvelous day. However, some people didn't miss it. You had people out there jogging. You had people out there riding bikes. Yeah, walking their dogs, of course. Walking their dogs, of course. However, some people did not have a great day. Just like Angela Flores, Angie Luss Flores of Chicago, who was charged with attempted murder at the liquor store over here on what? Right off of Ashland and 51st Street. Crazy. She shot 2 people. Well, according to the reports, it says that she shot 2 people. But while she was in the store, 20 years old, 21 years old, female, gets into an altercation with another individual, and then ups a smitty, and begins to do what? Pop, 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 pop. But whomever was with her, they did what? They grabbed the gun from her and began to shoot another person or another people. Just shot up the whole damn store. Liquor store. Do you see what liquor does to you when you go to a liquor store? Think about it. Who owns the liquor stores anyway? What does liquor do? Sometimes liquor helps you to get outside of yourself, get outside of your body. But there's an old saying that when you're drunk, you tell the truth. But I guess they were going to get drunk, going to get some drink to get drunk, so that they could tell the truth. But somebody got in the way of their truth, okay? Somebody got in the way of the truth. And they ended up getting their electricity cut off. I'm just saying. You got to be careful here in Chicago. You got to be so careful here in Chicago. You had, what's his name? Kurt Kilbert. Over here on 18th and Harding Street. Yeah. On the southwest side of Chicago. Robbing somebody's home. Burglarizing their home. And then what? The police showed up. And when the police showed up, what did Kurt begin to do? Kurt began to unleash chaka, 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 chaka at the popo. Yeah, the Police. And when that happened, they returned fire. Killed the man, 28 years old. It's crazy in this city. Gotta watch your back all day, every day. All day, every day. Gotta watch your back. You don't know if you are going to come home or if you're not going to come home. When you leave outside your apartment, your home, your condo, whatever you want to call it, your place of residence, because people out here have gone N-U-T-Z. Not N-U-T-S, but N-U-T-Z. Yeah, I spelled it right. Hell, you got people over here in Humboldt Park. I used to live in Humboldt Park back in the day, in the 80s. How many people shot? 3 people shot. 3 people shot. Nowhere safe outside whatsoever. In fact about it, if you go downtown, or if you go into some of the neighborhoods where I used to live, and other neighborhoods where other people live at, here in Chicago, you will find those places almost desolate, looking like a ghost town, because people are too afraid to come outside unless you're downtown. Downtown, where they pay, some of the most expensive rents at, or have some ownership to a property at. Yeah, they like to come outside and feel safe. Everybody likes to feel safe where they're at. But there's nobody safe. I don't care if you go down on Union Station, to Union Station, go down to the Greyhound, go to the airport, go in the suburbs. You're done. You always have to watch your back. Who's out there? Rat 3, what's up? Rat 3, what city and state you from? I am from the Big Windy. Chicago, also known as the city of gangsters. And right now, these gangsters, the residents in the city of Chicago, is being held hostage. By whom? None other than the bandits and the thieves here in Chicago, who is looking to take your loot, gold, phone, credit card, bank card, cell phone card, any cards you got, they willing to use it. What's that? Pennsylvania! Woo! I remember taking trips through Pennsylvania, going through I-80, you know what I'm saying? Youngstown! But that's Ohio, I think. Yeah. But right at the border there, going over to Chesapeake Bay. Oh, anybody drove through Chesapeake Bay? It's a little scary sometimes. I remember the first time I rode through Chesapeake Bay, and it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Sort of scary. Especially when you don't have anything but a guardrail, You never know what the other person, meaning the other motorist, is going to do in between that guardrail. You don't have to be drunk or intoxicated with some weed or some coke or some ice. Yeah, they call it in California, they call it ice. Meth. You know what I'm saying? Was that? I subscribe to your channel. I appreciate that. And I will make sure that when I get off of this LIVE, that I will subscribe to your channel as well. I support those who support me. Right? That's fair. Was that? I can't even pronounce that name. Banakam. Siva Pira Goodzism. Is that a Russian name? A Ukrainian name? What kind of name is that? Just asking, because I don't know what city and state you from. What country are you from? Yes. That's what it is. And I want to tip my hat to you, because you could have been somewhere else doing something else with someone else, okay? Yeah. So I want to thank all of those people that's out there in the CHAT here on a Tuesday night. Yeah, it's not safe outside. Not here in Chicago. Maybe it's safer over there in Russia, Ukraine, or in Pennsylvania. But Pennsylvania haven't been really having it too good either. I'm just saying. All over the world is madness. All over the world is madness. How can people get an opportunity to think? They got to go to work. That's pressure. If they don't go to work, they don't pay their rent. They don't pay their light bill. They don't pay their gas bill. They don't pay their cell phone bill. They don't pay their cable bill. Hell, they can't take care of the kids if they don't go to WORK. Right? That's pressure. Now, you all call that the pressures of life, and everybody's feeling it right now. However, there's a way to escape. And in order to do that, you have to go within inside yourself. Give yourself peace. But not only that, you have to associate your people who is in your same mind of frame. Yes, your same mind of frame, your same mind of thought. What you got going on? I try my hardest to make my best videos. Hopefully you make your goal in life. I try to make my goal in life, man. I really try that. Like everybody else. Or some people who thought they have been misdirected. Because if you all think about it, we all have been misdirected in our purpose of life. Which leads me to the conversation. Thank you there. Who was that? Rat 3. Rat 3, I want to thank you because you just helped me go into the actual demonstration of the video here. Yeah. Anybody believe in God? Anybody out there believe in God? What if it's Yahweh, Jehovah, Jesus, Allah, whatever it is. Now, I'm not a big hater on religion. I'm not a hater on religion. But I do understand how religion has captivated the mind of people. How religion controls people. How religion places you in a school of thought in your brain. Just think, if you didn't have a Bible, a Quran, or a Torah, what would God be to you? What would God be to you if you... Who's that out there? Rat 3, yes. What's up? I believe in God. God is the best. God is the best, but God is not in any of those books that they showed you. None. That's not God. That's a man words. That's a man words. Look at the authorship. Look who has a copyright. And if it has a copyright, that means that some man or some woman went down there and got a license for that. You mean to tell me God's words has a license? Did God abandon you? Did God abandon us? You know, you have all these people have these big hopes and big dreams, and that's okay. We are mindful people. We are people who have inspiration. We have people who have goals, but they don't understand God. You cannot put the God that they have in the books, meaning the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran. You cannot believe that God will help you. You have never even seen the man or the woman's face. You haven't been introduced to them. They haven't spoken directly to you, word for word. Like as in the case of Moses. No, can't do that. Did God abandon you? Did God abandon you from the situations that we have in this life? Did God abandon you for you to deal with Trump and Elon, even though many people voted for them? However, it was the electoral college and not God. I'm just saying. God helped me a lot because I had a fractured wrist and helped me with my recovery, and I had a fractured leg. Can you help me with my recovery? That's what I'm saying. Was it the God that helped you, Rat 3? Was it the God that helped you from a book? Or was it the God from within that helped you? I'm not saying that I don't believe in God. I believe in God, just not the God that is in those books, the Torah, the Quran, and the Bible. That's man-made. God is not in a book. God is within you. Alexander Garcia Ruiz, Franklin from the GTA 5. I want to thank you for being in this LIVE. Yeah, it's going down. TONIGHT. Who is that? Yeah, God in the Bible. God in the Bible, God in Quran, God in Torah, God in whatever scripture that you have. That ain't the God that helped you. It was the God within you. You see, it was the God that was in you. Like I said, just think if they took the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah away, what God would you have? What God would you have? That leads to self-awareness. That leads to self-knowledge. That God. There are a lot of miraculous things that may have happened in your life, but it wasn't because the guy that they told you about that was in the book. When you go somewhere and you feel strange energies around, that's uncomfortable, that is disgruntling, that's making you feel like you don't supposed to be there. That God is not in the book. That God is within yourself. And we have to get back to self here. Alexander Garcia Ruiz, yeah, it is. What do you mean, yeah, it is, Alexander Garcia? That God that's in that book? If nobody gave you a book to talk about God, how would you know about God? Does it take a book for an individual to know about God? That's all we're saying. And the answer to that is N-O. You mean to tell me that you will believe in a book before you believe your own life experiences, before your own self-awareness, before your own knowledge of self? The book gives you a guide, even though in those books there is truth. See, there is truth in those books, but it has been manipulated. It has been tampered with. You see, it's just the base, not the reality of things. The reality of things is that we as a people here in America and worldwide is that we're screwed, okay? We're screwed. Even in the Bible, in the book of Kings, it tells you how God was so upset that people chose another man, a king, someone whom that he or she directed, the cosmos of the universe directed and gave to you. But they all had flaws. Does God have flaws? Yes, God does, and God did abandon you. God did abandon us. Oh, I'm sorry. God didn't abandon us. You abandoned God, meaning that you abandoned yourself. You abandoned yourself. You abandoned all of the divine qualities within yourself for this world qualities. How about that? You didn't come from your mother's womb with a Bible, with a Quran, with a Torah. Someone gave you that information. Huh? Can you say happy birthday, Bryn? Hey, happy birthday, Bryn. wherever city and state that you from. Where are you from? Alexander Garcia Ruiz. What city and state you from? Because I want to give a proper happy birthday to Bryn. Happy birthday to you, Bryn. It don't matter how old your age is or what age you turn. The thing is that you still here on earth. Where we at, okay? Where the gods is at. And not somewhere in space. Did God abandon us or you? No, we abandoned God. We have been so programmed to go against our own divinity. This is why it is so hard. This is why it is so hard for us. These people got us working from sundown to sunup with a paycheck that if we miss a paycheck, we out in the street. That ain't God. Okay? I'm just saying. And if you're not a paycheck away, you are a paycheck 2 or 3 away from being in the street. Okay? Just don't go to work and see how God help you. Just don't pay your light bill and see how God help you. Just don't pay your phone bill and see how God help you according to the book or books. Okay? I'm just saying. You are the manifestation of God. You're the manifestation of creation. In fact about it, they say that man is the highest form of creation, meaning a cipher, okay, having 360 degrees. But they want to have you to join these organizations. They give you 33 degrees. How many more degrees is that? Less than 360? I get emails, I get information through my feed asking me to become a Mason. When does Masons ask people to become Masons online? Maybe I'm just old school, okay? Maybe I'm just old school. Was the Masons created by God? No. Nature was created by God. I really think she's a female. That's why they call her Mother Nature. You see? That's why they call her Mother Nature. But we have abandoned Mother Nature in ourselves. How many times have you went against your own spirit, meaning God, to do something for someone else, even for your own self, meaning self-sabotage? Self-sabotage. What you got out here? Do you play Grand Theft Auto 5? Do you play? Yeah, I play Grand Theft Auto 5. I play life every day. If you're not playing GTA, the game of life, every day, you're not living. And yes, this life is a video game because we're in a matrix. Someone constructed this present society that we live in right now, and it wasn't God. It wasn't God. If God was the sustainer and the person who was running things, Donald Trump wouldn't be in office. Elon Musk wouldn't be in charge of Dodge. Y'all gotta be kidding me out here. You serious? Self-knowledge of yourself. Believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself to accomplish anything in life. But the first thing that I hear a lot of people say, I want to give thanks and honor to God. That's good. Not the God in the book, but the God within that helped them manifest their dreams. And in the process of you manifesting your dreams, you're going to have obstacles. You're going to have people who help sabotage you. They seem like they're your friend, but they're not. They are actually self-sabotagers. Even you. They're not self-sabotagers. You're the self-sabotager. But you allow them to influence you to sabotage yourself. Why do I say that? Here in the city of Chicago, how many people, young black men, young black women in their prime, have listened to their friend that has gotten them locked up in prison for the rest of their life, that sent them off like crash dummies because they believed in the words of another man versus the words of themselves. They believed the words of another man versus the words in themselves that God speaks to them. God does speak to you like God speaks to me from within, not from some voice within our space, but from within. How many times have you went against the grain of God? How many times have you listened to the enemy? How many times have you listened to those that didn't believe in you when you believed in yourself? How many times in life, many people failed in life because they listened to somebody else's opinion or their version versus their purpose, that which lies within. Anybody out there? Am I just talking to myself? Didn't your mama tell you don't have sex with that boy? Didn't your mama tell you don't deal with that girl over there? But you didn't listen, huh? Because the God within them had already, had something for you, but you didn't listen. It's a terrible thing when you don't listen to God from God within versus God in the book. God in the book tells you to live this righteous and holy life, but God also kills you in the book. God also kills you in the book. And I don't care what book it's from. The Quran, the Bible, or the Torah. God kills people. God murders people. But yet God tells you in the commandments, do not kill. Thou shalt not kill. But he kills. He murders. He set peoples up for destruction. God has sanctioned the lives of people to be destroyed if you go by that book. No wonder why we are so confused today. I'm just saying. And speaking of God, I did a video on my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE. And that video was about the new nation of Islam. What? Are you serious? Here it is. You have Marvin Muhammad, who debated Pastor Geno Jennings in the past and lost. And if you go over to that channel, you'll check out that I had over 1,000 views in regards to me battling Marvin Muhammad, whom calls himself the Son of Man, the Mahdi of the Nation of Islam. Go over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, on the live section of that channel, and you'll see that video. Over 1,000 views. Yeah, that's a lot for me. Okay, they say I'm a small YouTuber. Okay, but you have to remember, here on YouTube and social media, I'm going to tell you something. It ain't God that chooses you. No, you are selected to the people who run the game. Sometimes success is not earned, it is given. Sometimes success is given versus earned. How many people have worked 30 years, 40 years of their life, right? Where they at right now? They may be in the process of owning a home. They don't own shit. It belongs to the bank and the state in reality. You can pay for that home. That's just a home. Stop paying your taxes on the land. Do you think that the God that you believe in, and the Torah, the Quran, and the Bible is going to help you with those taxes, to help you pay them? No. You have to find a way to do that from within. From within. And if you don't have the will from within, that means that you have abandoned God. That means that you have abandoned the knowledge of yourself, that means that you did what? Self-sabotaged. Self-sabotage. This is why many say that we are our own worst enemy. Think about that. You got weak-minded people, you got strong-minded people, you have weak-spirited people, and you have strong-spirited people. And it seems to me that those strong-spirited people seems to lead meaning reared or steered. Reared and steered is the same thing. Don't get it twisted. What's that? Don't talk too much. They telling me to shut up here on YOUTUB. I'm just saying, it can get crazy out here. When you leave your divine energy and give it over to somebody else, you have abandoned God. God did not abandon you. God comes from within. Like some simple stuff, right and wrong. You know that from the nature in which you were created. But we're not living in a utopia. This world is a prison for the righteous, I tell you. However, when you dig in yourself, by nature, Mother Nature, because you came from a woman, you didn't come from a man. How many men out there have had babies? I'm just saying, right? When you abandon that which is in yourself, you abandon God. We get caught up on articles and journals that we read. And those journals and articles that what you say here? I know you have Samsung. Okay. Siva Priyagasm. Damn, where you from, man? Or lady, where you from? Silva. That sounds like some Polish name, or a Russian name, or Ukraine name. Wherever you are from, what city and state or country you from, once again, I want to thank you for being here in the chat. You say what? No shit, Sri Lanka? That's what's up. Yeah, I know you don't think I know about Sri Lanka, but I do. Yeah, the Moors came over there and did what? Brought lights, according to history, in Sri Lanka. And in fact, one of the greatest universities is in Sri Lanka. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know where you at, man. Or female. I mean, that's hard to say because they don't really have like a first name to give you if it's a he or a she. But even though you have some people that has, like the name Jackie, we would immediately think that, it's a female. But you have some men and women, some men who have the names Jackie, like, Jackie Jackson. I'm just saying. Y'all remember Jackie Jackson from the Jackson 5? So sometimes you have males who have female names and females who have male names. I mean, whatever their parents named them, they didn't have nothing to do with that, okay? Hell, some people don't even like their own name. I'm just saying. But the point is that you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. Despite when things get tough, despite when people go against you and tell you that you're crazy, you have to remember. Yeah, I'm sorry, I bumped the mic into the way right here. Yeah, we got this mic still here. But when you don't believe in yourself, you kill yourself. When you doubt yourself, you're giving negative energy power to destroy whatever it is that's inside you, your dream, your goals. I'm just saying. You think about that. How many people have influenced you not to do what God told you to do? How many people have influenced you to do what God said don't do? And I'm not talking about the God in the Bible. I'm just saying. Huh? Now you can't tell that to the new Nation of Islam minister Marvin Muhammad, who calls himself the Messiah, the Mahdi. He won't even accept me calling him brother minister. You have to be a minister in order to teach, so you went above minister. You went above, So you're saying that you're God, Marvin Muhammad of Mississippi? You're saying that you're the Mahdi. You're saying that you're God. Well, change everything, man. I guarantee you, if the cops in Mississippi took you to jail right now and put you behind those bars, I bet you wouldn't be able to break out, Mahdi. See, this is what I'm talking about. A false impersonation of God. We have been reared and trained in another aspect of God. We've been given a false image of God. All your books. And I respect you, whether you're Muslim, Hebrew, Christian, whatever you want to be in the religion crayon box. I have studied religion for over 40 years. And all of them say the same thing. All of them say the same thing, but we live in a world of wickedness. Huh? Your God don't exist. The wickedness of this world is a measuring stick of how your God exists. I'm going to say that one more time. The wickedness of this world is a witness, or is a yardstick against your God. Because God, the righteous one, ain't ruling nothing right now. Look at the people we got in the government administration. Hey, I had a heart attack, right? And you know who brought me through that? God brought me through that. Inside God, not from a book. The inside God, your whole DNA is God. You abandoned God. You abandoned God. God did not abandon you. We gave up God for education. We gave up God for the way that we live. We gave up God for this society's way of thinking. Think about that. Am I right or wrong? I know I'm right. You ain't got to tell me I'm wrong. You ain't got to tell me I'm wrong, because I know I'm right, because I know you understand exactly what I'm talking about. How many times has your wife, if you married, right, told you, no, honey, that's a bad idea. And it was a great idea. That idea could have changed your life. But you listened to another person. When God gives you something which comes from the inner core of you, or gives you a vision, when you put the magic glasses on, you see right here, these glasses I got on my face, I take them off, right? And I put them on. But when you put on the magic glasses, you can't take them off. That's what I'm stuck with. You can't take the magic glasses off when you put them on, because you see things as they are and not what they should be. Shouts out to Dick Gregory. I'm just saying. And your God ain't changing nothing, because you abandoned God, and God did not abandon you. How many times, how many ideas that you've had that was crumbled, your dreams got shattered? Who shattered those dreams? Who told you that you can be this and be that? Be all that you want to be. Like the army. Be all that you can be. in the army, not in society, but in the army. I'm just saying, this is not a religious demonstration whatsoever. It's a self-awareness demonstration. It's a self-awareness demonstration to tell you that you are the God of your goals, of your dreams. You are the captain and steward of your own dreams. You got people right now that's in the background, that's controlling things, you know, which sometimes put a hamper on your rise, your vertical limit. Yeah, anybody seen that movie, Vertical Limit? But anyway, yeah, would God stop you from being on a progress towards your vertical limit? Anytime you have someone who is in a position to stop your growth and development, that ain't God, and that's what we're working with right now. That's what we're working with right now. All over America, all over the world, somebody is in a position to stunt your growth. That ain't God. That ain't God. That's racism at its finest. So where would the knowledge of yourself take you? Hopefully the knowledge of yourself would take you from not falling into the potholes that have been set before you to fall in. You know, there's an old saying, for those who dig ditches for another person is the same hole that they fall in. Did you hear the white girl on YouTube crying about why she got to pay 20% of her income to pay for groceries? Why is things so high? Why she got to pay so much? Why she got to work so hard? How about working for free, white girl? Caucasian lady? I'm just saying, ain't no God in that. The only God that is in that is Trump. The people who run this place, the people who run the country, or any country that you live in, that is your God. You can take it or leave it, if you believe in that. But this is the world that we have to live in. How can anybody give you a book? How can someone give you a religious book and tell you about God, but yet the whole society that you live in is evil? I'm just saying. Anybody out there want to answer that? Another message here for review. Another message here for review. You have to believe in yourself. Like I said, you have people that come your way, that come into your life to help sabotage your dream. And you may look at them as someone who is aspiring to you, someone that you may look up to, someone that you may say, well, I want to be in that position, but in my own lane. I'm in my own lane. I'm not looking to be in someone else's lane. I'm not looking to take nobody else's place. I have enough problems being in my own place. I'm just saying. Why would you do that? Be in your own lane. Be yourself. Yeah. The supernova has started. The supernova has started. And if you don't know what a supernova is, for you who are out there, a supernova is when you burst into your growth and your development. And when you do that, you don't need a piece of paper. You don't need a pad. You don't need a pen, because the God from within you speaks. And whatever it is, you need to speak it, despite all of those people who doubt you. You see? Despite all of those people who doubt you, there is a God within you. You either listen to God or you listen to the lesser of the person in yourself, the lower self, which is the devil. as they say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, God has both good and evil in him, and so do you. We have both positive and negative atoms in our body, neurons, protons, all that stuff. Which do you allow to rule you? Or who do you allow to rule you? Yeah, I know I'm probably all over the place, but I hope that you get the message. Even when you have knowledge of self, there is someone still above you that's in a position to make you feel like that you don't have no knowledge, to make you feel like you don't have no wisdom, to feel like you don't have no understanding. But you must remember that when God gives you something, when God gives you something, gives you a vision, and people don't understand it, they're not supposed to understand it. So don't expect them to understand it, because God didn't give that vision to them. God gave that vision to you. From the beginning, we have been self-sabotaged, at least for the past 6,000 years. For the past 6,000 years, we have been on self-sabotage. Think about that. Who has ruled the world for the last 6,000 years? Hasn't been God. So we have been caught up in this frame of education. A frame of education. And when you go to school, you learn about what they want you to learn about. Who is ever in power want you to learn about. I'm just saying. And that's when all of your dreams become shattered. From the moment, many say that by the time many educators or many specialists of education say that by the time you're in 3rd grade or 4th grade, when teachers see the greatness in you, many of them send you the other way. I'm just saying. Now, I remember back in the days when you had teachers that cared about the students. They cared about their journey in life or what they would end up to be like. Hopefully not like they were. See, what I found out, or a wise man said this, and I disagree with him. A wise man said that teachers are those who fail to be successful. And I disagree with that. So did you mean to tell me, Mr. Wise Man, and I appreciate his wisdom, but some things you have to question, even if a person is more wiser than you are. You have to question if they're right. Or, you have to say something if you don't accept what they're saying. He says that teachers are those who have failed. I disagree with that. How could you say that? Teachers are those who teach the world. Whether you are in a public education building or institution, it don't matter. University, college. If it wasn't for those teachers, what would we be doing? But it's what you do with it. And like I said, you are given success. I'm going to start right there. You are given success. All of you people out there who have lived in life and became suckers of earning your way to success, it don't happen that way. You all have to see the Anthony Mackie video. You have to see that, where he describes how success is given. And when I saw that video, man, it blew the top off my brain, okay? I don't care how much talent you have. I don't care how much knowledge you have. I don't care how much PhDs that you have, master's degrees, bachelor's degrees. It's if someone chooses you. Someone selects you. Someone chooses you. Success is chosen, not given. Because if that's the case, all of these people who have worked 40 years of their life would be successful right now. They wouldn't have to work. They wouldn't have to work till they're 70 years old. If you've been working from the age of 20, why would you have to work after 60 years old to be successful? That's the game. And God ain't got nothing to do with that. God ain't got nothing to do with that. You abandoned God. God did not abandon you. You've been hoodwinked. Had. I'm just saying. Run amok from the real energy within yourself. I believe in myself. I've been on YouTube for 10 years and I haven't received a check yet. They give me so much hardcore rebust or rebo, you know. It's like, hey, they don't like my content sometimes. Because I'm too revolutionary sometimes, I guess. Revolutionary is just change. But I get it. I am figuring this thing out after 10 years. No wonder why they say that it takes 10 years for the average YouTuber. Meaning that I'm not special. I am special. And so are you. Don't let nobody dictate if you are special or not. Some people may not like what you bring to the table. If they're in control, that doesn't mean that you're not special. They choose people and use them as a front of what success looks like. You remember that? You abandoned God. Your success does not depend upon the decisions of another person. What is success to you? Is success being a teacher? Is success being a professor? Is success being a teacher? Is success being a car dealership owner? Or success owning a home? What is success to you? What? Yeah, exactly what I said. What? Anas, A-N-A-S. What city and state you from? What country you from? And seeing that you have the name Anas, maybe you're from the eastern part of the world, you know. You may be Muslim, you know. From the name. That sounds like an Arabic name. I'm just saying. Yeah, but wherever you're from, wherever country you're from, or where you're at in your living room, or your dining room, or your bedroom, or in your car on the phone watching MO on THEMOSHOW Chicago, I want to thank you for being here, Nas, because you could have been somewhere else doing something else with someone else. But you're here in the CHAT on THEMOSHOW Chicago, and I tip my hat to you. Yeah, it's been a minute since I did a live. You know what I'm saying? You know, people out there trying to tell me don't do lives. Why don't do lives? What's the difference between a live and an upload? You get money from a live? I ain't got no money yet. I ain't got no money yet. But the God within me, the God within M.O., tells me to keep going. Despite the obstacles and the people behind the scenes who control other things, which possibly could control my destination or your destination. That ain't God. But when God is in you, maybe you have other different avenues to make things happen. Like right now, I just got back. Y'all see me descending on the plane the other day, and I told you that I was going to show you where I be at and all of that good stuff. Sometimes it's not. Because they don't know, you don't know, or those people don't need to know. Every place I be, okay? They don't need to know that. And once you've saved money, once you've earned money, and hey, you want to share with people, I don't know how many hundreds, I want to say hundreds of videos that I have shared with people where I've been and the places that I've went to and what is there and what is offered to them there. Go to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE. That's right, Mo Powers, where we travel and we have more meat for the brain of self. Okay? Yeah, go over and check that channel out. And if you're into hip-hop, R&B, spoken word, comedy, Diane Carter, Reggie Reg, Dion Cole, Shari, Dura Banks, go over to my other channels, Psychodrama, Slugs Loyal, Cadillac Seville, Mecca, Black Money, Big Task, and a host of other people. Go over to my other channel, THEMOSHOW Chicago, and Killer Bloodline. I have to add Killer Bloodline and my man JR Valentino. I'm just saying. And speaking of JR Valentino, go over to Galactic Boy Entertainment. Go over there. We got some work coming up with Mr. Six and Egilla Beats and all of that good stuff. Bringing some things back into play. New style, new day, new era, new generation. I've been doing this thing for a while. You know what I'm saying? If I was waiting on a check from YouTube, I would absolutely be BROKE in the street somewhere. Why? Because they didn't select me. It's not that I don't have the talent. They didn't select me. They didn't select me. Not yet. Not yet. But I'm on the move. I'm on the move. And when God says move, you better move. When God says speak, you better speak. I don't care if it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's the problem with some relationships. I say relationships. Why I say relationships, Mo? Where did that come from? Because if you're a grown man like I am, sometimes you stay with someone. You stay with a lady, okay? I stay with a lady, okay? I have a lady, put it that way. I have a lady, okay? And sometimes those hours don't agree with her hours, you know what I'm saying? Which can cause conflict, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. If you have a lady, that's what it is. And even if you don't, like I say, I have a lady. I have a lady. You know. However, my time and her time don't always work out. I'm just saying. Doesn't mean I stay with her. Or it could mean I stay with her. That information you won't be privy to, okay? I'm just saying. Or I could stay with the cops. I have a lady, but I hang out with the cops. I'm just saying, so y'all get that right. I have a lady, but I hang out with the cops. Yeah, and all of them not so good either. And some of them have problems when they're on their job about their duty and God, you see. God is from within and they know what's right from wrong. But many of them do the wrong things. And I'm talking about the police. Many of them do wrong things and they know they're wrong. But they under a different flag. They took an oath. What oath are you taking? Huh? Yeah. What oath are you taking? Are you taking the oath of failure? Are you taking the oath of success? Are you taking the oath of society? Like, you know. My best advice is that you take an oath to yourself. Because that's where God lies. God doesn't lie in a book. God does not lie in the Quran. God does not lie in a Bible. God does not lie in a Torah. It gives you great information. There's some great literature there. There is some truth there, but it's not all true. The truth is you. The truth is what you are living right now. The truth is what you are living right now. Is God there right now? The God they told you about in the book, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Isa, Dawood, Solomon, they ain't there. And you have to continue on living how you live in the situation that you're in. Many of us are going into what they call a recession, meaning the depression. Can anybody explain to me what's the difference between recession and depression? What you got out there? Latoya Nelson. Hey, what's up, sis? What it is? Oh, I got my sister out here. If it's not, she sure got the same name. But I thought success is what you make it. It doesn't always mean money. You've been going for 10 years. That's successful, right? Wow. Okay, Latoya Nelson. Success is determined by you. It's not determined by someone else. If you reach a goal, it's not about the money. It's not about the money because money doesn't. No. Be cool, Mo. I'll tell you like this. You know how they say money doesn't make you happy? Give me $5 million and I'll tell you if it makes me happy or not. I'm just saying. It can help add to the happiness of your life. But if it's just money, no, because there's other things that's out of money, that's outside of money. Money is man-made. Money is man-made with the Caucasian man face on it here in America. If you go to China, you got a China man face on it. If you go to Poland, you got a Poland man, a Caucasian. I'm just saying. If you go to Kemet, meaning Africa, I never had no Kemet money. I never had no African money. So I don't know whose face is on it. But I've had Egyptian money. I've had American money. I know what Russian money looks like. You understand what I'm saying? So would it be safe to say that if it's money that you're after, you're chasing a face. And you're not chasing your dreams. Money doesn't always make you happy. You're supposed to be happy within yourself from that which God has given you. However, money is key in this life or society in which they have casted us in, okay? Yeah, if you don't have no money, you're fucked up. If you don't have no money, don't nobody want to be bothered with you. If you don't have no money, they say you're not trying. If you don't have no money, they say that you're a loser. If you don't have no money, they say that you are a failure. But you have many people out there who have money that is taking their own lives. Like Robin Williams, millionaire. Cut his own electricity off. And many more. I'm just saying. It's just coming out of me. No words, no script, no nothing. Yeah. So money is key to you having a survival in this structured society. But what if there was no money with a Caucasian face on it? What would be the money then? Would the money be what you can gather from nature to barter? Because if I understand correctly, that's what they did in ancient times. They bartered. You got some fruit, and you may have a neighbor that, makes wood or cuts wood. You give some fruit for some wood. Money was that which you got out of nature, even if it was gold. But who controls all of the gold right now? Not God. Not God. Hell, you got Trump and Elon Musk talking about going into the Federal Reserve to see how much money is there. Federal Reserve's money, or that which is supposed to be in the Federal Reserve, that's not the U.S. government money. That's not your money. Those are billionaires' money. People who run this world money. Now, you don't have to believe me. Just do a little research, okay? You know, what they want to call it, the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Yeah, that's them people money, okay? It's not your taxpayers' dollars, I'm just saying. Yeah. Latoya Nelson, I want to thank you for being in the building, sis. If that's my sister out there, I'm just saying. Just a highly recognizable name, okay? There could be another Latoya Nelson out there. That's not my sister. But I want to thank you for being in the CHAAT. Okay, because you could have been somewhere else doing something else with someone else. I'm just saying, but you decided to stop by to see what we have to S-A-Y. That's right. Say. Yeah, I spell a lot of words. That's just who I am, okay? Shouts out to Kamola Muhammad. Yeah. Mosque number 28. Yeah, Muhammad Mosque 28. Down there in St. Louis, 28B, I'm sorry. Yeah. But you the God. You are the God, and if you are not the God comes within you, okay? If you are not the God comes from within you. Not from a book. A book tells you that Jesus Christ was born without Mary having sex. How many people do you know have children without having sex? It don't add up, I'm just saying. That's just on a small level of an example, okay? So if you believe a book before science, like real science, meaning looking at yourself, the experience that you have in life, you know damn well can't no man or woman be born without having sex. You know that. So if you choose to believe, meaning being steered, meaning being misdirected, meaning being educated by a system that entraps your God and keeps you from being you, of who you are, the greatest of who you are, there's a problem with that. Like I said, many of us go to work every day. We got children every day. We got car problems every day. We got bills every day. Life was not expected to be this way. Someone made it this way for the past 6,000 years. You're paying rent for where you are staying at. You're supposed to be staying for free. The electricity that you turn your lights on with, that's supposed to be free. The food that you're getting, that's supposed to be free too. Because then none of the people who charging you for it made it. None of them created it. None of the people who are charging you for the services and foods and goods and having a roof over your head created anything. They didn't create that. They didn't create it. They made it. There's a difference between creation and made. There's a difference. And if you don't know the difference, I highly suggest that you maybe want to get your dictionary out. Don't you see? But anyway, you all, that's my time today. That's my time today. But I want to leave you with this. You have to believe in yourself. Whatever it is. And anybody out there that has anybody in their life that is toxic, you need to let them go because they are shattering your dream. If you have anybody in your life right now that is not in accord with what you are thinking or where you are going in your life, they are toxic to your growth and development. Think about it. Think about how many people that you know and where they stay at and what they doing. Huh? How many people have dreams and goals? I've run across some people in my life that don't have dreams and goals. And they don't believe in God. Some of them are atheists. You see? And that's okay with me. Because they are doing fine and they are well. All of the atheists that I know are doing pretty much better than the people who say that they believe in God. But they believe in God from, not the book God. You know what I'm saying? Not the book God. But speaking of gods, you see this book right here? From Niggas to Gods. This book right here, From Niggas to Gods. I've already started reading this book. YouTube have a problem with this book. YouTube have a problem with this book. I had the audio series ready for you all. I started a while ago. But I haven't been reading this book. I like to complete things, you know what I'm saying? I like to complete things as I go. You say, it's me. Love you, bro. Oh, that's my sister. That's what's up. Got my baby sister in the house. Latoya Nelson in the house. Yeah, that's my sister. I've never seen a family member in the chat room ever. So I want to tip my hat to you, sis, for tuning in to see what we have to say. I appreciate your presence. You have no idea, sis, what this means to me. I don't have cousins in the chat room. I don't have brothers in the chat room. I don't have nieces in the chat room. I don't have nephews in the chat room. But my sister is in the chat room. Wow. That means a lot to me. You all don't know how hard it is to breathe life into a dead man. Y'all don't understand that. But I want to thank you, sis. I thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm excited about that, you all. I am excited about that. But back to this book, From Niggas to Gods by Akil. Yeah. There's some things that YouTube don't like about it, so I'm sorry about the slow up on the audio series. I have been reading. I gotta edit it. But I have that for you tomorrow, and I will edit it the best way I can without my channel being in jeopardy, okay? So if you want to hear the audio series tomorrow on From Niggas to Gods, we've already started this. We had part 1 already. We have part 1 already, if you all have been keeping up on Mo Powers. But Mo Powers hasn't too much been busy. But the latest video, like I said, I did with the New Nation of Islam versus Marvin Muhammad, the Mahdi, and the New Nation of Islam. Go check out that video on the live section page of MOPOWERZ, where we have over 1,000 views. Yeah, that's a lot for me. You know. That's a lot for me. Not for many, but according to my numbers. There have been times when I hit 35,000, 25,000, 10,000, 1,000. I'm just saying. But go check that out. From Niggas to Gods on the live section. Excuse me. From Niggas to Gods on the upload section, okay? From Niggas to Gods. YouTube, I will be editing what I've read. Hopefully you all won't suspend my channel, okay? Or MOPOWERZ. I really did some editing to that, okay? Okay? And we're halfway through this book already. And you see that? That's 2 books to that. Huh? There's 2 books to that. Now, if they can't get along, I'm going to have problems. If I'm having problems with this book, I'm going to have problems with this book. From Niggas to Gods. You're the God. If not, you are the vicegerent of God, meaning that you represent God, but we are ruled by an evil world of satanic, demonic worshipers. I'm just saying. So be expecting that, you all. That's my time. It's your host with the most, MO on THEMOSHOW Chicago, where the execution of knowledge is POWER. And by all means, on your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE. And remember, you're the God, or that which is in you, and God, and not a Bible, Torah, or Quran. It's just a base. It's just a base to give you an understanding of God. But you have to go within God. These books are copyrighted, made by man, tampered with, poisoned by man, poisoned by the ruling powers that be. I'm just saying. So, tomorrow, you'll have something on MOPOWERZ, audiobook series. Like I said, I already got it. I just got to edit it down. It's already edited, but I know YouTube gonna, so I got to take some things out to make it edible. As they say, fit your TV format. I'm just saying, you all. But we're going to get out of here. It's been a ball, you all. MOTHEO. Yeah, MOTHEMOSHOW Chicago. It's been a ball, you all. It's been a long one. We'll see you tomorrow, you all. Thanks for hearing, you all. Peace out, and never give up on your DREAMS, because it is your dreams that could possibly make the difference in humanity. Thanks for viewing.